Hey everybody, my name is Kalle Slaap, watchmaker from the Netherlands, and I would like to talk you through the restoration of this amazing Rolex that has been in an English field for 50 years. Maybe you've seen the shorts on Instagram and on YouTube, and that might give the impression that it's easy to do this restoration. Well, it isn't, and I would like to give you a bit more context of this amazing watch. Let me see, first the dial reveal, that I take off the case, and this is the dial and the hands. Amazing patina, as you can see here, and we leave that. That is part of the history of the watch, and that makes it so unique. Well, there we have the crystal. Of course we're going to replace it because it's not just scratched but cracked as well, and you want to see that amazing dial. That was the dial reveal. After that we take off the dial, and here it is, the movement. I'll show you in a moment under the microscope in detail. That is going to be such part of the restoration. We have to clean it. That part is for coming week, but we've done quite a bit of work already, but on the case. Here you can see the case back, and the rotor was rusted inside the case back. Now I use a glass fiber crystal pen, and the glass fiber is removing the rust, and well, not even pitting, but the black stuff is the real heavy rust. As you can see, I'm not using it dry, but I use it with isopropyl alcohol, and if you use a bit of alcohol, then the scratches aren't that heavy. And here is the end result. Everything is gone, and you can see the nice finish. I used a trick for that, and that is in a lathe, because with the glass fiber pen you leave some marks. Well, here is the case back in a lathe. Turn it around, with some sandpaper that's really fine. You make circular graining. It's just slightly, because at the moment I show you old watchmaker marks are still in there, and just that slightly circular graining makes it that luxurious finish. And then I take it out of the chuck. We film it for shorts, so it is portrait instead of landscape, so that's why it's over there. But now you can see the luxurious finish of the circular graining, and there it is. And I saw on the side there are some watchmaker marks, and I thought in between there as well. But with all the rust removed, the real luxurious part comes back, and everything is still original, and that is so important for this restoration. So that's the case back, and now the case. We made a decision of how we would like to present the watch. Of course, the dial, we leave the patina. Again, that is the history of the watch. But we would like to show the world, because the world is watching, that a watch of great quality, we can always restore back to great quality. So we would like to show what we can do. Cheers. So the decision, the dial will be unrestored. The case back from the outside will be unrestored. This is just how Mr. Steele wore his watch all those years. So the outside unrestored, the inside of course perfect. And then here, the outside of the case we polished. I'll show you first what it looked like. Here's the case back before polishing. Some real heavy dents, of course heavy use. Mr. Steele is a farmer, so that's why a Rolex, you can use it this intensively and it is reliable. So the outside of the watch case we decided to polish and restore it back to its original luster, because that is the real luxurious feel of Rolex, with the dents and the scratches. And let me see, and of course the serial number, because everything stays original. And then with the polishing, sorry about the portrait, here we use the artifacts wheel, and it removes all the superficial scratches and dents. Then buff the polishing paste, real deep polishing, and use the exact same paste as Rolex does. As you can see, I've got some loops on my glasses. Oh, here it is. Because I really would like to see what I'm doing. And what I love, these are the Carl Zeiss lenses. Maybe not that fashionable, but for an excellent result, this is what I use. And here's the end result. With the lunette, you can see all the old dents, scratches. I can remove them, but we have to remove so much material, and the original character of the watch will be gone. That is definitely not what we want. So circular graining and some marks are still there, but hey, it's an old watch, and if you restore it perfectly, there's no personality left. But here, this is what I think beautiful. There. Because the quality of the stainless steel, I believe this is still the 316L. Look at that, the real deep gloss. There we are. And it will look amazing with the old weathered dial. And okay, there are some pits and dents and scratch. That's part of the story of the watch. But here the sides, part of the design of a Rolex case is that you can polish it back to perfection every single time without removing way too much material. It's just a superficial, and this is what we love. So this is all, well, looks so much better than it was. The dial will stay like this. That's just, it's such a lovely project and a privilege to restore it. And then, well, the rotor we cannot use, and for coming week, because there is still so much to do, is the movement. Of course, the steel parts are completely rusted away, so the screws, springs, pivots we have to replace with original Rolex parts from the same period, so everything is going to stay original. But now for coming week, the huge task will be the movement. All the brass parts and the nickel plated parts are probably still usable, even though this looks like, well, Pirates of the Caribbean. So coming week we are going to use our rust dissolver to get rid of the most of the superficial rust. Then we have a look at, well, we are going to remove this, see what parts are usable and what parts are really not usable. And that's going to be the steel parts. Then we are going to probably with our jig borer drill out some of the screws because they are so crusty you cannot unscrew them. Then we are going to clean the plates very gently. The deruster inside the ultrasonic bath does wonders, but yeah, the inside of the ratchet wheel, main barrel, of course we're going to replace with original Rolex parts. Here, balance wheel, there the pallet fork, escape wheel. The escape wheel is steel, so there's nothing left of that. But now the real challenge is what can we use, and that is part of the fun of restoration. Just replacing the movement with another one, where's the fun in that? You lose authenticity, and that is what we're after. So still a huge task ahead for the movement, but for the case back, the bezel and the crystal, well, it's already just how we want it. I really do hope you enjoy the regular updates for this restoration, because it is very special and the attention we get and the publicity is just off the scale. But we still have to do the job and it has to be look perfect. So a bit of context of the restoration. We leave the patina on the dial. I am not sure, to be honest, if we can reuse the hands. We love to, but we're going to try to save them. There might be too much pitting and corrosion, but hey, maybe we can clean them and reuse them. That would be fabulous. All of you, thank you so much for your kind comments. Please leave your comments. I read every single one of them. This is a bit more context about the restoration of this amazing Rolex Air King. Hope to see you soon. Enjoy your weekend. See ya. Bye bye.